Hello, everyone, and welcome to Grooving and Giving in Early Retirement. I'm Radhika, and thank you for spending your time with me today. This channel is for folks who are looking to retire early. They just dream about it or have already retired early and want to give back to their communities and the glue that holds it all together. Financial freedom, a very key ingredient in retiring early. I left my career in the middle of the pandemic, a long career and a good career, but I left it in the middle of the pandemic to focus on my not-for-profit, A Childhood for Children, whose objective is to fulfill the basic needs of children living in impoverished and underserved communities. And in 2025, my organization turned 13 years old. Wow. Among my other passions is traveling, and I wanted to find ways to combine these two passions of mine. So, as part of the not for profit, we adopted a travel with a purpose strategy. And what this is if somebody is traveling to a place and they want to take a few days out of their vacation to make a difference, we want to collaborate with them to fulfill the basic needs of children. As I said, I love traveling and have done distribution projects with children in many places as part of this strategy. In today's video, I want to talk about giving back in Nepal. But before I continue, I want to let you know that 100% of the net revenues from this video, whenever it happens, will be donated to A Childhood for Children. Okay, in 2022, I trekked to Everest Base Camp to raise money for the children. Check out that masterpiece of a video. I was in Nepal for this trek, and it was truly an epic trek. The last time I had traveled to Nepal was over 20 years ago, so I wanted to do more than just trek. And I wanted to visit some of the places that I had visited back 20 years ago, like Chitwan National Park. Chitwan National Park was actually the first national park in Nepal. It has almost 70 species of mammals. It has over 500 birds, and it has just a ton more to do and see. But I wanted to see the one-horned rhino, which I had seen only about 20 years ago or so. We also visited the elephant sanctuary at the Sapna village. It's a place for elephants who are not chained, unlike the elephant breeding center. Please do not go there. That is not a place you want to go. My point is this, that we were in Nepal for a trek, which raised money for children. We were there for a safari. We were there to see the majestic elephants. We were there to visit the ancient sites and temples of Kathmandu and Bhaktapur and much more. But we also wanted to make our visit to Nepal meaningful and purposeful, and thus where travel with a purpose is a perfect strategy for people who are traveling and yet want to do some good in the world. But our first project that A Childhood for Children did in Nepal back in 2020 was done by two other travelers, Roshan and Jess, who wanted to make their travels to Nepal memorable and wanted to do some good in the world. They were actually in Nepal to hike Annapurna, so let's face it, their vacation was already going to be memorable and special, but they wanted to do something purposeful and really make a difference. So back in 2020, we researched organizations with whom we were able to collaborate, and we ultimately selected a home for orphan children. We worked with the organization to understand the needs of the children, and based on that, we came up with a proposal. And then once Roshan and Jess were in Nepal, they went shopping in the local markets to get all the items that we had put on our proposal. But more importantly, they spent time with the children. They talked with them, they danced with them, they spent time with them, and that means a lot to the children. So that was our first experience with the orphans home in Lalitpur, an area outside of Kathmandu in Nepal. Fast forward to 2022, when I traveled to Nepal for my trek, and we decided to collaborate with the same organization. Like before, we prepared a list of what the children needed. Once we were on the ground, we went hunting for bargain prices in various stores, and also we went into the open bazaars to find shoes and sandals for the children. You see, we set our travel with a purpose budget in the beginning of the year, so we really want to focus on stretching every dollar. That way we can give more items to the children. So finding a good price and good quality is really important. For the Nepal project, and because we were doing the trek, we also have this program called Love Through Artwork. Children in the schools we support in Orlando made drawings and artwork for the children in Nepal and the children in India where we were traveling. We gifted these masterpieces to the children in the orphans' home with no expectations. It was a gift that we brought from the US for the children. Show me the picture. What does it say?
Hello, I am from West OK, and I hope you have a sunny day from Isarla.
The Nepalese children were so happy that they wanted to send back drawings for the children in the US. And we carried those drawings back with us, not only from Nepal, but the next stop was India. And we also carried arts and crafts back from India. And then we went back to the schools in Orlando and gave the children these gifts. The kids in Orlando, they were just blown away that there were children 8,000 miles away who drew the pictures and did all this arts and crafts. And they were just tickled by the thought that there were kids far, far away who wanted to do this for them. Just a really great experience for kids on both sides. Because we focus on not just giving and going, but spending time with the children, we spent a couple of days with the children, playing games with them. We danced, we sang, and I have to say, this is my most favorite part of the project. Even though our budgets are small, they have a big impact for children who have very little. So if you are retired early, or you're retired, or you just have time, I will tell you, one of the things you can do is just volunteer, make a difference in someone else's life. It is not only going to do just amazing things for them, but it's going to make you so happy and bring joy and contentment in your retirement life. Particularly when you are with children who may have been abandoned or who are orphans, your love and time means so much to them. They feel so special that you took the time and come and see them and come and visit with them. But believe me, you will get far more out of it than you could possibly imagine. The one sure way to make your early retirement or your retirement joyful and fulfilling is do good for somebody else, to impact and change someone else's life. I know for me, sharing time with the children just completely changes how I feel and how much joy I feel. I am enormously thankful to everyone who supports the projects of A Childhood for Children. I mean, your EBC, thank you so much for your contributions. 100% of your contributions support the children.
Your support inspires us.
Thank you. This is Grooving and Giving in Early Retirement. Today, we were giving back in Kathmandu, Nepal. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember 100% of the net revenues from this video will be donated to A Childhood for Children. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Ding, ding, ding. You know the drill. Thanks, everyone. Namaste.